Welcome back to Finnegan's Garage. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and telling your friends. We're splitting up right now, not permanently, but just briefly. I'm headed to Arizona for David Freiberger's Duct Tape Drags event, and you are headed to Cruisin the Coast. You're leaving Sunday. I'm leaving tomorrow. He's going to make one about Cruisin the Coast, and all it's going to take for him to get his '57 Chevy ready to actually make it.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
I need it.
It's Thursday. We leave Sunday morning, so we got a solid full day ahead of us tomorrow and a solid full day Saturday. I think we just got this truck lined out. We put a new GSI front clip under this truck, and the old front end was welded solid. I mean, this was a nightmare just to get the old front end out, but we put a new GSI front end under it. This thing's on air ride. We just got the steering figured out. We're actually running, where's the other U-joint? The double. So in the beginning, we had this on there, and it was working, but it just wasn't happy. It had a couple of kinks in it, so we ended up cutting it, putting two separate U-joints in there. But we finally got all this straightened out. We got all the leaks, fixed. This thing's almost ready to go. We got some wiring to deal with. We got to put the fenders back on it, which is no big deal. So we'll spend tomorrow buttoning that up. So more about this truck. This has got a 12 valve in it. It's got a 5-speed transmission?
Yeah.
So this thing almost lays frame, right? Is it lay frame? It lays frame?
Yeah. The main part of the frame lays. The cradle or the front cross member is about 1.5 inches off the ground.
Yeah. But this thing's a beast. It's got some work done to it. It's almost ready. My buddy Chris is here doing a garage floor alignment. We'll get it close, and all that's left after that is the doors. We've taken it on a test drive. It does really good. It drove really good. So we just gotta straighten up the tires a little bit. So we're ready for Cruisin the Coast. This thing's almost ready. Brandon, what do you got left?
Bolt check, a little bit of wiring.
Bolt check, a little bit of wiring. I like it. And it's only like, what time is it? 2 o'clock? 3 o'clock? Yeah, cool. All right.
340.
It's who?
340.
340. I think in several hours we'll be finished. So I bought a back seat for it, but it turns out the seat I bought was for a sedan, not a hardtop, and they do not fit. They are too wide for a hardtop. So I had these seats, I bolted them in there. I mean, honestly, these are more comfortable, safer for the kids anyway. But I like the looks of stock seats, but these will do for the trip. And these seats are out of the little Toyota mini truck. So they're comfy. They'll get the job done. My power windows, got a cup holder, gauges. She's ready to go. All right, it's 10:30 Saturday night. We're leaving in the morning. The car's almost ready to go. We're working on the last door now. We had to take the chrome trim off the broken glass that was in the car, and then reinstall it on used glass that I got from Dickie Jones out there. And we did that with all 4 windows, with the quarter glass and both door glass and the vent windows. So, but I bought a brand new windshield, and he sent me home with a good back window. So, but we got the rubber on the door. We got the electric motor installed. So as soon as we get this glass in here, test everything, get it adjusted, this can go in the car, and that thing is ready to go. Long night. 57's ready to go. The truck, all we gotta do is put the hood on it and it's ready to go. So we're about to leave here within the hour, I think. So I'm about to load this up and throw the hood on that thing, and we are on the road. wrong time to come to the car wash. It's coming a thunderstorm right there.
Yeah. That's how it works. You watch the car, it rains.
When's the last time you gave this thing a bath?
For a while. It actually hadn't had a set put on it since 19. I paid for the set, just haven't been driving since.
When's the last time you drove it? How long has it been?
Probably a year or two. Couldn't count on the reliability of their previous suspension.
All right, it is day one of Cruising the Coast. It's Monday. The truck made it down here with zero issues. I can't believe it. We've done a ton of things to this. We put a new front clip under it, had to build motor mounts, do all kind of crazy stuff to the drive line. I mean, there was a bunch of changes made to this truck, and we literally didn't test drive it. We just hopped in it, drove it straight down here, had zero issues. I'm totally impressed with that. The 57 made it down here. It was on a trailer because I brought the whole family, and they brought enough stuff to last a whole damn month. So there was just simply not enough room. But it's here, and everybody's piled in it. Let's go to registration. Let's have fun.
Let's go.
Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. My brand new car, my brand new car. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. My brand new car, my brand new car. Gonna show you how the shifter feels, 'cause tonight is the night that we make it real. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. My brand new car, my brand new car. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. You better hold on to the leather and thread, 'cause we're gonna take off like a thoroughbred.
What are you doing? What happened here? Look at the truck tore apart. What are you doing?
We had one window out of all four that would not roll down. So it just so happens to be the one of my co-pilot's dad. So this whole time we've been here today and last night, he can't put his window down to see everything while we're cruising.
You gotta have windows down at the beach.
Gotta have windows down at the beach. On with a cruise.
Here's our first little issue we've had. My throttle has been sticking, and basically it looks like I can't drive a stick. So this is a little cheap part store cable, throttle cable here for like 10, 15 bucks, and it doesn't work very well. But we're gonna try and reroute it, shorten it. I don't care if I have full throttle from here to there. I shorten this all the way up so I could get a more straight shot from here to there. But we're gonna adjust this thing and hopefully not look like an idiot driving around town. Every time I leave somewhere, I'm either doing a burnout or jerking, or the kids are like getting sick in the car. So we got to fix this right here, right now.
Gonna take you for a drive in my brand new ride. Gonna take you in my brand new ride, 'cause I got a new car and the keys are inside. I'm gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car.
Holy cow. Not one, not two, but 3 4-barrel carburetors on this bad boy. This car was on the t-shirt, I believe, what, 2019 when we come down here? Yeah. This car was on the t-shirt in 2019. This thing is sick. And damn. Look at this setup. Good Lord. I'd hate to tune all this. That is sick. Big block Mopar. I'm surprised it's not a Hemi. That's badass. Alright, it's Tuesday. Everything's going pretty smooth. We had some bugs to work out with the cars and the truck last night. The fuel shut off, quit working for the truck, and it wouldn't start. You actually had to hold it up with your finger. And we found out that it was a relay that got soaking wet during the rain, and it was mounted upside down. So we put a new relay on it, remounted it, sealed it up, so the truck's fixed. I adjusted all my windows because they were completely out of whack. Fixed my throttle cable. What else we did? Sealed the back window with tape. You know, as we drive them every day, we're gonna find little bugs and stuff, and we're gonna fix them every night. So by the end of the week, our car should be pretty dialed, I think. So, but it's on to day 2, and let's go have some fun. Yeah. My man. I need to park next to this guy. Right over here. Are you excited?
Yeah, a little bit. A little nervous.
We're gonna throw Brandon's dad in the car with a pro, make him go around. Have you ever autocrossed before in your life?
No.
Okay. Have you ridden anything fast?
Just a motorcycle.
Okay, so this will be wildly different.
I'm ready.
We've held out for the truck. You got several cars here, but we wanted the truck. So
Oh, he wanted the truck. Good, then I get the other.
That was fun. Like I can drive.
yeah, that looked great.
That was awesome.
swap meet day. Dude, I've never seen a line like this to get in the swap meet. This is insane.
Yeah.
And then Aaron's truck from Quick Performance wouldn't start this morning, so we had to give them a ride here. They've been hanging out with me too long. They have a brand new dually and it wouldn't start, so sorry about that, guys. Let's stop this video real quick.
I need to ask you one more time, can you hit the subscribe button for me? On with the show.
All right, so we're leaving the swap meet. We brought Aaron's truck back that supposedly wouldn't crank this morning, but we went over to look at it. It fired right up. I don't know what his problem is. I don't think he was pushing the brake pedal hard enough to push the push to start button on a brand new truck. But we brought it back to him. Now we're leaving the swap meet after going back through it a second time in the same day, buying more stuff. Hold on, the Great Links to get some cool pictures. Oh my God. So this is the old President Casino. It was actually out here right over the water. But 2005 Katrina completely destroyed it, along with a bunch of other casinos out here. The Treasure Bay used to be a giant wooden ship right on the water, and it destroyed it. And there was actually the Grand Casino, which is further down towards New Orleans. It actually pushed that entire casino up onto the 4-lane road. It was absolutely insane. But everybody's since rebuilt, and it's still a really awesome place to come for sure. But it's good fishing now. There's nothing here. Well, 57 died in traffic. Well, it didn't really die. I shut it off because I was just sitting in traffic forever, but then it wouldn't start back. So the battery's toast. So we're gonna swap it out so that doesn't happen again. Basically the last day for Cruisin the Coast. We leave early tomorrow morning, but we're gonna hit the swap meet again. We're gonna walk through there again so we can find some more goodies, and then we're gonna go the furthest spot away from here is called Bay St. Louis. We're gonna hit that car show and just work our way back. Maybe play on the beach today, maybe ride some jet skis. Whatever we have time for, we're gonna try and squeeze it in because I'm sad. I don't wanna leave. This is an amazing car show. I love it, so let's get after it.
What's up, everybody? This is Blake over at Sweet Patina. We're down here at Cruisin the Coast. Show you guys our patina sauce, patina preserver. You can tell it's not an oily finish. It's a nice matte sheen to it. This will help repel your water, bead the rainwater, and things like that. A car like David's, he's got a little bit of scaliness and everything. You can take a steel wool or even a Scotch-Brite pad to kind of knock off some of that scaly surface texture. We suggest using our all-purpose cleaner, and that's just going to help you take off any grit and grime or oxidation. Take the patina sauce here. It's an oil-based product. It's an easy wipe on, wipe off application process. So put a little bit on a microfiber. Just gonna wipe it onto the surface. We suggest doing, one panel at a time. You're gonna give that about a 15 or 20 minute cure time. You're gonna take a brand new microfiber that's clean, and you're gonna just start to wipe that off. You can take your water bottle. This is the water test we tell everybody to do. You can put it on the car.
Sweet. So we're gonna try and do this to my car. We're gonna try and meet up tonight and test it on my car, but if not, this is definitely something I'm gonna do at home. I've been super excited to do this. So I can't believe you're actually down here because I've been meaning to get a hold of you and do that to my car, but it just so happened to work out that you were down here, so we can hook up right now. So
yeah, appreciate you, David. Thanks,
appreciate it, buddy. our cars do good. You know, we worked on them, but it was just to improve them. It wasn't really fix anything. But now it's time to go home. I'm really sad, but if you want to work on them and make them better, you're gonna next year. Yep. I'm tired. Let's go. Drove the 57 to work today. Got Cotton with me, our director Chris.
What's up?
We're all piled in here. Had to make a trip to Walmart. We're calling it a night. Yeah.